Yeah, we'll see as we practice this week.
But no, not even a starter going into that game.
Yeah, we'll just see as we go this week. Working through something. We'll see what the doctors say as he practices this week. I think he'll get back into it tomorrow, Wednesday, but I think he'll be in a good place, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, just execution on offense, turning the ball over, big thing. There's enough good, but not enough good. So we can't turn the football over. That's really the end of the discussion. If you don't turn the football over, you're going to win the game and put yourself in position to be in a good place. But we did that, so we have to take care of the football at all costs. I mean, obviously not happy with the record, not happy with the losses. I really just want our kids to be in a good place mentally and spiritually. So that's where we are. You know, we're 4-3, but you know our job now is to get better to be 5-3 this week. I mean, you want to win every game. You know, so it's not that we're all in this together. We're not going to point fingers at any position, any people. So for us, just winning those games and taking care of the football as a whole collective unit. Yeah, I feel like you're protecting it way better in practice, and it's just not translating to the game. So we have to figure out, as coaches, as a team, how to translate all that stuff to a game. There's things that you're doing in practice that have to replicate like they have before in the game. And for us as coaches, whether that's simplifying, doing things less, so we can be better at those things, especially on offense, and that's what we'll work toward doing that. I think we'll see again this week, and Miles looks like he's trending in a really good direction. Yeah, that's everything. Timing plus spacing equals completion. So it has to be precise time. The alignment, the pre-snap alignment has to align with that, with the quarterback's footwork. So all those things tie into place, and those things have to continue to hone in and get better. Yeah, I just think it's about us taking care of the football. Again, I'll say it. I could say it tirelessly. You look at the really what we've done. It's because of the football, and look at last year. Just in terms of fumbles, not very many. Not in terms of picks. JJ had 3 in one game, and after that, he only had 1. So we have to do that. If we do that, we'll be in a better place.
And what signs of growth have you seen since the beginning of the season? Like, what areas can you point to that actually have improved?
Yeah, I think defensively, the guys have really, offensively haven't put them in great positions all the time, and they've really bounced back and done some really good things for us overall. You go in the first half, and end of the half against Washington, block a field goal, and same end of this half, block a field goal. The defense, the guys tackled a lot better. I thought Jair Hill played a lot better this past game. He got challenged a lot and made some really good plays. So there's definitely progression. So on the defensive side, I can see that offensively we got to take the steps to go get there. It's the next game, but it's a big game. It's the state championship. And our guys are very excited, obviously down about what happened, but excited to go compete against this team that they take a lot of pride in. Paul Bunyan keeping that trophy here. So our guys are excited about the game, and so are the coaches. Yeah, you got to do a great job with your rush lanes, and that's something we're going to stress and talk about. You got to do that with that guy, because once he gets outside the pocket, he can be dynamic. He can do some things to hurt you. So you got to keep him in the pocket. You got to be really disciplined with your lanes, whether it's a 4-man rush or a 5-man rush, of where you're at in the pocket, keeping him compressed, because if he gets out, he can make things happen with his feet, and he can make things happen with his arms. So we got to do things there, and then mix up different looks for him. So it's not easy, so he can just look at his read and throw to his read. So we got to do a good job of keeping him in his pocket. I mean, I think you look at the end of the game and what the score was, and you saw Mason Graham, you saw Kenneth Grant, you saw those guys playing their hearts out at the end of the game. So I think the culture oversees, the losses right now. Those guys see what they've done, how they've worked to get to this point, and there's a lot of pride in who they are as people, for them, for their village, for this team from Michigan. So guys aren't going to stop playing because we're not at the win total we had. We're going to continue to fight regardless of what it is. I mean, there's a lot of different factors and things that we could talk about, but ultimately, for us right now, we've got to focus on today, focus on who we have on the roster, and making sure we can do everything we can to win. Yeah, I mean, just continue to learn the system, learn the playbook, which I think he has done a good job of, and continue to improve his strength and his things and his toolbox. So he's definitely continued to progress. Yeah, I thought Gentry played well overall. A couple, technique falters, but definitely you can see the effort, you can see the strain, and I thought he played pretty well at that tackle spot. So I think he'll continue to stay there at that right tackle spot for sure.